Hi, I'm Jason Buer, Assistant to the Superintendent of the Montour School District. Can you think of a teacher who's made a difference in your life? Whether it was the English teacher who stayed after school to tutor, or the math or science teacher whose enthusiasm launched a lifelong passion, or a coach who's taught you the importance of teamwork? I think we all have an experience that we still appreciate today. I know I personally have been extremely fortunate to have outstanding teachers throughout my entire life. In celebration of Teacher Appreciation Week, please take a moment to thank a teacher for their service. I plan to go around to each school and hear what our students have to say about their teachers. Go ahead.
So, I like Mrs. Banaszak because she's like nice to me. I mean, Mrs. Barbara because she's always nice to me. She's really nice. She's pretty. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's the best. I like her because she's the smartest teacher I had my whole life. She's helpful. She's good at teaching. She's smart and pretty. She gives us candy. She helps us learn. My favorite teacher is Miss Han, because she lets us learn and explore. I like that she teaches us. She's a nice teacher. She's very fun. She's the best. She's awesome. She is sweet. She lets us do like a lot of fun activities. She's funny. She's nice. She's super nice. She lets us have candy. She's amazing. She lets us have fun. She's really nice.
Great teacher.
She's kind and respectful for us. She lets us have candy. She's the best teacher I ever had in school. I like Mrs. Zozos because she's the best teacher ever and she's really nice to everybody. I like Mrs. Zozos because she does Skittle questions.
What do you really like about Mrs. Rick's class?
Can you think of anything? How about the letter song, huh? You like that the best?
The Days of the Week song.
The Days of the Week song.
Nice. Thank you.
Miss Alexa because she's nice, she teaches me stuff, and she always gives me time to finish my stuff.
Oh my God.
I like Mrs. McMillan's class because she teaches us new things and she's nice.
She's nice. That she teaches us how to do things if we don't get it.
How to draw and how to paint and how to shade.
She teaches us about different artists.
Gives us options.
I like Miss McMillan's class because she's always nice in math, and she teaches us new things every few weeks.
Kowski's class.
Miss Kowski is really nice, and I think she's the best teacher I've had all year, and well, throughout school.
I like best about Miss because she lets us do what we want.
No, she doesn't, but okay. Well, she has a cheated chair, and it's really comfortable and awesome. I like Mr. Barry's class because we get to learn something new every week.
I like Mr. Tomska because he teaches us new things that we haven't learned.
I like Mr. Thomas's class because it's really fun to learn in his class.
I like Mr. Tomska's class because he's nice and he's funny sometimes.
Because she's fun and she's my favorite teacher I ever had.
I like Miss Vita because she's cool.
I like Mr. Tomska's class because he makes reading fun.
I like Miss McGowan because she's really nice and she teaches us a lot.
What I like best about Mrs. McGill is how she is creative with her lesson plans.
What I like best about Mrs. McGill is that she's a very nice teacher.
What I like about Mrs. McGill is that she's very helpful.
What I like about Mrs. McGill is that she's interactive.
What I like best about Mrs. DiClemente is her interactions with us kids and her teaching styles.
What I like about Mrs. Barron the best is we always have a great time while we're learning.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Aceto because he keeps me organized and is funny.
What I like about my phys ed teachers are their fun games they create, and they're always keeping us active.
The one thing I like about Mr. Owen is that he lets you express yourself through your instrument.
What I like most about Mr. Black is how he gets his students involved in the class, and he taught me a lot about STEM, which I didn't know before.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Muha because we play a lot of games and we learn so much from her.
What I like best about Miss Williams is that she always helps me and she's always there for me and she always makes me feel better.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Palmer because she always has debates in class, and that's why she is the best teacher.
What I like about Miss Palmer is that she's really nice to me. She's really funny.
What I like about Mrs. Milanovich is she's really nice and she really helps me and she cares.
What I like about Miss Becker is that she makes the whole class, she makes everything fun and she stands out and she's independent. She makes everything understanding and she's so nice.
What I like best about Miss Escato is she's a very, very fun teacher.
Okay, so the teacher I chose to talk about is Mrs. Kroll, and I think she was a really fair teacher and she was really straightforward and she made you work, which is a good quality for teachers to have.
Mrs. Cashmere makes a very comfortable learning environment and she makes students comfortable enough to not only ask questions but share personal stories, and I think that's most admirable about a teacher, and that's why I like her the best.
Okay, I think Mr. Flaherty is a really awesome teacher because he actually teaches you stuff that you can use in your everyday life and in college, and all of his tests are really applicable to everything that we're going to be doing in college next year as seniors, and I think that that's really awesome that it can all really apply, and he's really awesome too.
Okay, so my favorite teacher would be Mrs. Langman because she's the sweetest, kindest person I've ever met. She always helps her students whenever they need help with anything, and she's a really, really good teacher.
My favorite teacher is Mr. D'Antonio because he makes class interesting.
My favorite teacher is Miss Fisher because her class is interesting and she's really cool.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Berry because she does an excellent job of intriguing students in how to speak Spanish and how to use Spanish in real-life situations.
My favorite teacher is Miss Good because she makes class interesting.
My favorite teacher is Miss Mercadante because she's very positive and she helps me a lot when I need it.
Alright. Mrs. Frank is my favorite teacher because she doesn't just teach for her class, she teaches you to be a well-rounded student all over.
My favorite teacher is Miss Johnson because of her generosity and sincerity to her students.
My favorite teacher is Miss Wilson because she's always so happy and helpful.
Our favorite teacher is Mr. Weaver because he plays really good review games with us.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Spries, and he's my favorite teacher because it's Mr. Spries.
Mr. Carlick's my favorite teacher because it's Mr. Carlick.
Mrs. Schaefer is my favorite teacher because she's just the bee's knees.
My name's Gary, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Tauscher because she cares about all her students and she's very compassionate.
We love Mrs. Caligari because she's really nice and organizes good things for the school.
Miss Ligori is our favorite teacher because she's done a really good job of preparing us for the Keystones.
And mine also is Mrs. Ligori's because she did prepare us for Keystones and she makes our class really fun. We do ELA fitness and that's probably the best thing I've ever done.
I really enjoy Mr. Hell's class because we learn things that we need in the real life, like economics and our banking account. He gives us information that we could actually use, like once we graduate, with retirement funds and savings and bonds and everything that we need to know to be successful in our careers when we graduate.
My favorite teacher is Miss Fisher because she plans a lot of events and is involved.
Teachers.
Oh, my chemistry teacher, Mrs. Langman, is very charismatic and she really just is in it for the students, and you can tell by everything that she does in her teaching, how she gives us study guides, she gives us everything. She goes so into depth that you can't not understand things, and that's what I love most, and she just really cares about all of us.
My chemistry teacher, Mrs. Stevens, is a really wonderful person. She has kids, so she understands all of the kids in her class. And she plays little funny music clips for the students to understand things, like crisscross and stuff. And she's just a really nice person. She's a great teacher. She gets the point across and makes sure that everybody's on board.
My teacher, Mrs. Benson, she's very passionate and she loves singing with us and being able to listen to all of us as one voice in chorus class, and that's what I love most about her.
I love my new history teacher, Mr. Waldron. He just came to the district and he's so passionate about history, and it makes you want to learn and be a part of the class, and I've never understood history as much as when I've had him.
Mrs. Frank is my favorite teacher because of the energy and enthusiasm she brings to the classroom in chemistry.
Mrs. Crowell is one of my favorite teachers that I've had because she's taught me a lot in the 2 years that I had her for class, and she kept things orderly and got things done the way they're supposed to be, and I learned a lot.
Mr. Brady's one of my favorite teachers because he takes a subject like calculus and makes it fun and easier to learn in the classroom.
If I had to say one thing about a teacher, it would be Mr. Weaver. He's a very nice guy and he respects everybody. He lets us learn the way we're comfortable with, like either it's notes or just paying attention or it's raising your hand, participating. He's just an overall great guy.